Hello, my name is Ron Weiser and I'm the Honorary Life President of the Zionist Council of New South Wales. I'd like to talk a little bit today about the topic of democracy in the Middle East. There's no question in anybody's mind, in fact, that Israel is the only true Western democracy in the Middle East. She's got a parliament which has 120 members, she has a free and independent press and a free and independent judiciary. 80% of the population of Israel are Jews, 20% non-Jews, mainly Muslims, but some Christian Arabs as well. These 20% have all the full rights that any Israelis have. They vote in the elections, where, by the way, voting is not compulsory, voting is voluntary, with a turnout usually somewhere between 60 and 70% of the population. Israeli Arabs have 3 of their own parties within the Knesset, and some Israeli Arabs participate in some of the Jewish parties. There today are 14 Israeli Arabs who are members of the Knesset out of 120 members of the Knesset itself. Israel is a one-house political system. There is no house of review. So it operates by a series of Knesset committees and readings. And many times legislation needs to be understood, or proposed legislation, against that background. It is only the third reading of a piece of legislation that is the critical one that is actually voted upon. So you get often many big statements made by a whole variety of people on oaths, on who can be a citizen and so forth within the first and second readings, but these have no legislative effect, and only the third reading itself has a legislative effect. Israeli Arabs have more rights within the State of Israel, indeed, than Arabs have in any other country within the Middle East, within their own states, and that is simply again because Israel is the only democracy. Israel is the only place where there are women who have independent rights. Israel is the only place where women have equal rights, where the gay rights movement is openly recognised and welcomed as part of the communal structure and society. And we have the irony of the recent events in Spain, in Madrid at the Gay Pride Festival only a few months ago, where Israel sent an entire group of people to participate as representatives in this Gay Pride Festival. But ironically, because of the Arab boycott, we're not allowed to participate in the festival. I say ironically again because within no Arab country is there a gay rights or gay pride movement. Indeed, the freedom of religion, which is a given within the State of Israel, is not accepted in any country, other country in the Middle East. And a good example would be Saudi Arabia, where, for instance, you can't build a church and you can't openly practice either Christianity or Judaism.